What's going on, everyone? It is Darth back with some more Queen's Blade Limit Break content. And in this one, I'm going to be going over the Stones of Revelation, also known as Rev Stones, Revelation Stones. It just depends on how you and the people you know, your server, kind of refer to them. They're actually called Stones of Revelation. I'm going to refer to them as that or Rev Stones. Uh, what they are, what they do for you, why they can be important, how to go about obtaining them, and then I'll kind of go over how I got them a little bit easier slash cheaper, and you'll understand what that means in a minute. But some of the older players and people who are more familiar with them will know exactly what that means. So let's go into the inventory, take a look at what they look like, and these are the Stones of Revelation right here. Bright red, star looking things. What do they do for you though? Well, if you click on it, it tells you. This is premium upgrade materials, guys. This is materials used to star up, otherwise known as ranking up your characters from 11 stars to 12 stars. Okay, Stones of Revelation are required. Let's take a look at that, how that looks on your screen. So on my Liliana here, rank up, right there. It takes 10 of these individual stones along with a hefty amount of for growth stones, sorry, to increase from 11 to 12. If you don't know, 12 is currently the highest star level you can get. That's not the max potential of your warrior, but that's for another video. And it also noted it takes up a massive amount of obviously sacrificial rank up warriors to complete that process. But going back to the Stones of Revelation, it's premium upgrade material and they are necessary. 10 of them are necessary to rank up one warrior from 11 to 12. So if you're going by your standard 5, and what I mean by that is your main 5 team, then again, that's important when it comes to your boot camp and maxing out other character levels when it comes to ranking up your warriors. So they are important, but how do you get them? Well, that's not so easy, and it's been the subject of controversy for some time. You get them, quite simply put, by buying them. You have to purchase them. There is no other way in game to obtain these valuable stones in order to upgrade your warriors from 11 to 12. So that's led a lot of players, even low spenders and medium spenders, to just leave their characters or their warriors at 11 star because the investment and the money commitment just isn't worth it to them. Well, just how expensive are they? Well, I'm going to give you a couple of different scenarios here, and the first is when they were first released, these stones, and keep in mind it costs 10 to upgrade a warrior. These stones were actually around $195 for a stack of 10. Now, you're just going to have to kind of take my word for it. The stones have been out for some time. Depending on how you look at that, the game's only been out since April. The stones were introduced very stealthily, like a lot of things in this game. They were about $195 in packs, depending on how it appears on your screen. So everybody's going to be different. I'm talking about US currency, and that's just for 10. Now that puts, if you need 50 to upgrade your 5 warriors, your 5 primary teammates to a certain star level. So that effectively put ranking up your 5 main warriors at about $1,000, which is ludicrous. It's just absolutely asinine. Well, they've kind of come down on those prices somewhat in a different way. So they've made it a bit easier and less pricey. And I use that term loosely, less pricey. So we're going to take a look at what they've done. If you come over to the marketplace, they've actually, and under the exchange and the jewel shop, they've actually added these Rev Stones to the jewel shop, where for 2 jewels, you can pick up 1 Rev Stone. If you're not familiar with jewels and how to obtain jewels, same way. You have to buy packs or content in order to get these stones. Now, the way that you do that is by coming into your shop. If you're not familiar with that, you come into your shop, and under your daily deal, your daily value pack, and sometimes there are other ways to get these jewels, but this is the primary way that the game implements this. For your $10 per day, this resets every day. For $10, you can come in and get 2 jewels. Now, I do want to call out that you get all these rewards here. So you get gems, you get summoning scrolls, and various others. But these boxes here, I want to call out that you do have a random chance to get jewels times 2, because you get 2 boxes if you purchase this $10 bundle. Now, for the sake of pricing, let's take the randomness out of it because it's completely RNG dependent. If you were to spend $10 to get 2 jewels, and remember, it takes 2 jewels to get 1 stone, okay? So you would need a total of 20 jewels just to get 10 stones. That's 20 times 10. That's a lot of money, guys, invested into getting these stones. Now, the good news is you could do this progressively. And what I mean by that is you can look at this a couple of different ways. If you're just starting out in this game and you want to spend $10 per day or randomly throughout the week and progressively build up to getting these stones, that is one way of doing it. It's still gross. It's just gross the amount of money that it would take to actually invest in these stones. Now, that's if you only bought this pack, this daily pack, and you use these jewels. Now, if you get lucky and both of these cases here roll jewels, then it will lessen the money and it will lessen the time. Now, that's not the end of the story here. Anybody who's been playing this game a long time knows that when you spend at least $10 a day, there is a $10 reward function. There's actually multiple rewards for purchasing and topping up these right here. But the main one is right here under the daily, I guess, bonus pack. If you top up 980 points, which is effectively $10, you get all these rewards. You get a roulette token, you get a elite ticket shard thing that will add up over time. You get a holy jewel, which adds 80 HP and 1300 HP and 10 defense every time you add one. And then you also get a jewel. So when you spend $10, you're effectively getting 3 jewels with the potential to get an extra one. Now, the summoning rates on these, I've gotten them I've purchased this pack a couple of times and I've gotten jewels, but mainly I get gems, actually. So you're talking about, let's just say for argument's sake that if you were to buy this and only get these 2 jewels, you're talking still about $500-600 to get 10 stones, with a potential to get that down to around 3, and that's pushing, okay? Now, that is still very gross, which basically means that in order to upgrade your warriors from 11-star to 12-star, you have to spend money, quite a bit of money. Now, I've gotten this question a lot, especially since my power is still relatively low compared to where I should be, and I'm still working on it. I actually should be double. I should be around 6 mil power, but that's another story. So I've been asked how I got my stones, because I'm almost at 50, meaning that I should be able to, once I get 10 more, be able to bring up 5 warriors to 12-star. Did I spend $1,000? Did I spend $500? And the answer to that is no, I did not. I would never spend that kind of money. Not to say that I didn't spend money, because again, keep in mind, the only way to get these stones is to buy them. Now, I did not buy this pack to get these jewels. I've actually been playing the game since April, and these jewels have existed for months, almost dating back to the beginning of the game. So I had some, but they didn't add these grow stones to the jewel shop until about a month ago. So not a lot of people have had the chance to get these. They probably spent it on other things. So how did I do it? And how did I do it cheaper? And the answer is right here, the purchase total. Okay? Now, this is still going to be disgusting, so just bear with me. This is an event that's been running for a couple of months now, and basically it rewards you for topping up a certain amount daily by offering you daily deals. And then if you top up a certain amount of days, you get to pick a what they call, it gets called like an ultimate reward. This is bad, and 100 summoning scrolls. Even when you compare to the fact that summoning now gives you formation bonuses, but a lot of times this is random. So a lot of times you'll see 10 stones here. Topping up 5 days at $20 is $100 to get 10 stones. That's obscene. That's ridiculous. That's not how I did it. Basically, this deal refreshes every day. And it does come with a jewel for most of them. It comes with the 1900, but these rewards are random. At some point during the refresh, during the week, usually, I've done it a couple times, so usually it's around the 4th day or 5th day, and this event lasts 6-7 days. So it gives you 7 days to top up 5 times. Don't do that. Wait for the deal where the 10 stones drops for $20. That's where I've gotten my stones, guys. I bought 10 stack of stones for $19.69. It's about $20. Effectively putting that, I've done this a couple of times, so this event does run. Like I said, it's ran several times throughout the last few months. Most people just don't pay attention to it because they don't know that this daily deal refreshes. So effectively, my stones have cost me, my 40 stones have cost me $80. And when the next one pops up, I'm going to go ahead and purchase it so that I can finish my 50, so that I can make videos about walking through that process of upgrading the 11 to 12 and what that actually does for you, because it's more complicated than you think. It actually opens up a lot more than you think, but that's how I did it. And the reason I wanted to get this video out sooner is because I try not to tell people how to spend their money, especially when it comes to the kind of money that you technically need to upgrade from 5 warriors from 11 to 12. But that's how I did it. Now I want you guys to be aware that if you're going to spend $20, be on the lookout for the refresh. At some point during the refresh, unless they make a change, 10 stones will pop up for $20, and that is by far the cheapest deal that you're probably going to get right now in terms of getting 10 stones. And then eventually you will get, like I will, 50 stones for about $100. Now, those aren't the only rewards that you'll get. Don't top up 5 times unless you're spending buku money. And sometimes, like I said, 10 stones will be here. Just don't, if you're going to do that, don't do the $10 purchase. Come in here, and once you spend that $20, don't forget to come in here and claim your at least $10 recharge points so that you can get your jewel, your holy jewel, and your jewel coin, so that at least you're taking advantage of the privileges. And don't forget to do your top-up rewards. So that's it, guys. Revelation stones are used to advance from 11 star to 12 star. And what that does is allows you to reach the max potential. It's not the max potential of your character, because the boot camp transforms, and it allows you to go beyond that 310 level cap. But that's a complicated scenario for another time. Just be on the lookout if you're going to spend the money, which again, $100 is obscene, but it's nothing compared to what you would normally spend. Wait for the daily refresh to get your stones, and then if you're okay justifying the $20, spend the $20 and get your stones. I look forward to getting my 50. I'm preparing with my vast resources here. I'm preparing to upgrade my 5 primary tunes to 12 star, and I want to share that with you guys because I want to go over in depth what that really does for you and how it increases the potential of your warriors as well as your other warriors when it comes to the boot camp. That's it, guys. That's Revelation Stones in a nutshell. They're very expensive. They're locked behind a paywall, but hopefully with this purchase total we can reduce that paywall to make it bearable, maybe, for you. If they continue to allow this purchase total to continue to add those daily deals. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section, guys. consider liking and subscribing. I got a lot more content coming out. I just have to get to a point where I can get it. But let me know if you even have any of these stones, how many you have, how you've gone about getting them. If you're comfortable sharing how much you've spent, please go ahead and do so. More importantly, if you found a cheaper, better way to obtain these stones, let me know. Just send me a private message if you're comfortable doing it that way. But know that 12 stars technically locked behind a paywall, and it may be very difficult, not just spending to get the stones, but also the commitment to the sacrificing warriors that you need to upgrade to 12 star anyways. That's it. Have a great rest of the night, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.